It is a Sisyphean task to attempt to compare great people and that too from political arena. Seeing the ability to handle situations with optimum efficiency and knowledge in his area of interest, I feel appropriate to equate our present Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi with other great leaders of the world. A complete vegetarian and teetotaler who always wanted to live a simple life with utmost care and discipline. He came from a simple and poor family and rose to become Indian Prime Minister due to his determination, steadfastness, leadership, and his holistic approach towards reality. He is the first Indian Prime Minister who was born in independent India. Educated in the Gurukul of life, trained in the school of the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, inspired by the spirit of the revered Atalji, whenever difficult times came in the midst of the meditative practice of PM Modi, like Arjuna, he said, Na Dainyam Na Palayanam. His love and regard to family, respect for friends and foes alike has made him an esteemed member of the society. He has reminiscent about helping out after school at his father's tea stall at the Vadnagar railway station. He could not have essentially been remembering because of having a full plate of activities in RSS that an astrologer had predicted about his being a sannyasi or a person as powerful as an emperor. As time proved, the sannyasi constituent was soon kept in abeyance and the transition to emperorhood had begun. As a budding politician in a pre and early post independence, he was incarcerated during that emergency as all hell broke loose in the country. Although all greats are unique distinctively, for example, our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, who had garnered mass support and led India into independence after a great struggle through his non-violent approach. In Modi's case, he transformed India, taking it to a new height through his pragmatic way of working. He is now among the world's most respected people in terms of popularity and leadership. In case of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a socio-political reformer, his thoughts are respected across the political spectrum. His initiatives have influenced various spheres of life of the common man and transformed the way India today looks at socio-economic policies and education. Mr. Modi similarly has also contributed to socio-economic policies. Mr. Modi has changed or replaced many redundant laws, and in the field of education, he added premium institutions like IIMs, IITs, AIIMs, NIPERs, ISERs, thereby getting our brilliant students high quality education and helping build confident students to face the challenges in the existing system through programs like Pariksha Pe Charcha. In the social political aspects, India has witnessed many reforms under his leadership, such as women empowerment, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, eradication of corruption, and abrogation of Articles 370 and 35A. If we look into the life of another great leader, Sardar Patel, Iron Man of India, his determination to bring together various disintegrated 565 princely states into India is memorable, and Modi's concern about Ran of Kutch and Jammu and Kashmir has very similar roots. When his opponent tried to tarnish his image by highlighting his roles in the tragedy which took place in Gujarat in 2002, in spite of the Honorable Supreme Court's exonerating him of any role in the event, they conveniently forgot some of the most horrendous riots that had engulfed the country in October 1969. His contributions to Gujarat, making it the most developed amongst all states in India is commendable. He is popular not only nationally but internationally and has been rated the best influential leader of the world in successive years. After almost 4 decades of close association with the RSS, he was assigned to the BJP in 1985, where he shouldered many responsibilities in the party until 2001. He served as the Chief Minister of Gujarat for 3 consecutive terms, and during this period, he transformed Gujarat into a vibrant state of India. His innovative policies on economy, privatization, health and sanitation, education and skill development, foreign policy, defense and environmental policy are such that India is positioned to become the most powerful country in the world, at least in terms of economy and defense. Through his efficient administration and effective man management skills, he has brought back Gujarat from one of the worst earthquakes that happened in India. The UN Sasakawa Award was given to Gujarat for outstanding work in the field of disaster management and risk reduction. Its emergency reconstruction and rehabilitation program also received the prestigious Green Award from the World Bank. Gujarat was bestowed with many recognitions due to his great work. His prudent handling of any untoward incident is exceptional and is clearly noticeable during the Gujarat riots, which affected almost every communities in the state. His various schemes and policies in different fields have made immense impact in bringing forward the state to one of the most developed in the country, be it in infrastructure, power and energy, agriculture, IT, irrigation, water management, transport, industries, environment, education and other socio-economic areas. This unparalleled Gujarat model is a trend for other states to follow, and few have shown same impact while others having trouble getting off the blocks. He has been a successful crusader of corruption. It is a fact that his demonetization policy has literally put an end to black marketing, illegal amassment of wealth by politicians, businessmen and criminals. He is a nightmare for some of our neighborhood countries, with the India's defensive and offensive prowess being displayed by targeting and striking at will the hideouts of terrorists. His farsightedness in identifying the right or wrong is stupendous. This has enabled India in transforming into a great nation within a short span and is the envy of other global powers. His impeccable command in silencing his opponents with befitting actions is admirable. He always tries to have good rapport with everybody, especially in politics, regardless of the same being reciprocated or not. His emotional speech in February 2021 during the farewell of Rajya Sabha opposition leader Ghulam Nabi Azad is a testimony to this. He penned down an emotional, heartwarming letter to Pranab Mukherjee on his last day in office as president. A workaholic and an introvert person who leads a frugal life, his many cutting-edge decisions have led to several path-breaking schemes: Jan Dhan Yojana, Ujjwala Yojana, Kisan Samman Nidhi, Ayushman Bharat Yojana, Garib Kalyan Yojana, Swachh Bharat Yojana, Awas Yojana, Jal Jeevan Mission, Digital India, Gram Vikas Yojana, Goods and Services Tax, which not only empowered citizens but also strengthened our economy and made India resilient to global uncertainties and made it self-reliant. Schemes such as Atmanirbhar Bharat, Vocal for Local, Gati Shakti Yojana, PLI, Production Linked Incentive, has catapulted India to the top global world order. It is worthwhile to mention here that during his stint of 9 years as the Prime Minister, he has not availed a single leave from office. The process of rejuvenation of society and the state, which was started by him as Chief Minister in Gujarat through schemes like Panchamrit, Sujalam Sufalam, Chiranjeevi, Matrivandana and Kanya Kalavani, is now progressing in the form of building a new India. Unlike previous regimes where the willpower to deal with perennial problems was lacking, and everything was left to fate. His innovative and decisive approach in dealing with problems has made all the difference. His firm resolve led to construction of the Grand Ram Temple in Ayodhya, abolition of instant triple talaq, and passing of the Citizenship Amendment Act. His unique style led to the identification of 1800 old laws which had become redundant and the scrapping of close to 1450 of such. No previous government had thought of this. This made lives simpler for citizens and improved government efficiency. Under his initiative, the government has heralded a renewed age of Nari Shakti in the run-up to Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Programmatic interventions in this age, at least to India's achievements in gender mainstreaming, not only in letter but also in spirit. No longer are women subjects of unimaginative policies that target them in limited roles as mothers and wives. Women are now prolific leaders, useful hand in the labor force, and the nerve center of Indian society. His government has made women's empowerment essentially necessary for attaining holistic national development. This can only be achieved by constructing a range of mindful policy interventions. The ration card's exclusionary logic of identification, with its issuance to the usually male head of the household, was replaced by unique identification for all, Aadhaar. The Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana was revamped to offer a greater range of services for women-centric ailments. Its unwarranted male preferential cap of 5 beneficiaries per family was removed and supplanted by the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. PMJAY extend healthcare services to households without any adult male members, bearing no prejudice to the household size. In the larger scheme of things, an identity independent of husbands and fathers is a massive exercise in self-assurance, self-possession, and Atmanirbharata for Indian women. His foreign policy is one field where India has excelled under him. From Iraq, Yemen, Afghanistan to Ukraine, India showed the world for how effective foreign relations help in saving the lives of citizens. India also led from the front when it came to the issues of terrorism, global warming, global solar alliance, effectiveness of Quad, and our strong relations with our neighbors. He made his adversaries mend their ways through a strategic approach. These 9 years were also a period of India's cultural resurgence. Yoga and Ayurveda caught the world's attention, and India's lost cultural and religious icons regained their glory, including the transformation of our holistic places such as Kashi Vishwanath Dham and Kedarnath Dham. As per WHO, it was his sanitation effort because of which at least 180,000 diarrheal deaths were averted in rural India. His handling of COVID-19 was appreciated worldwide. His consistent high approval rating in opinion polls is rated him as the greatest Prime Minister in Indian history. He was conferred by many state honors by various countries in recognition of his popularity. Taking away the special status of Jammu and Kashmir, which was a huge obstacle in the way of Ek Bharat and Shresth Bharat. It is the result of his strong will that enabled abolishment of the special status and has now acquired a new identity as separate union territories. In other words, the vision of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat has become a reality. The grand temple of Lord Sri Ram, a symbol of India's cultural growth, is taking shape in Ayodhya. Kashi Vishwanath Dham's ancient splendor has returned to with modernity and mythology. Cleanliness has become a participant in the script of Indian development. The life-giving Mother Ganga is becoming pure and giving a sense of pride to the people of India. It is with his initiative that the nation has moved from the politics of casteism, dynasty, corruption, and appeasement to the politics of development, growth, unity, and nationalism. When he opens his mind to the population through his characteristic Man Ki Baat, the whole nation rallies in front of radio or TV to eagerly listen his speech. We are all proud of this great man who is scripting the story of a new India with precision, strong will, and inclusive thoughts. Like our previous prime ministers, he is a man of diligence, intelligence, pure image, uncompromising, and behead strong, progressive policies, political decency, innovation, reforms, oratory skills, and wise choice of words. He is forefront in extending help to the nations whenever the circumstances arise. He is indeed a very rare statesman. Although this humble effort of mine has only covered a minimal fraction of his life and achievements, yet I hope that I try to include most of the significant areas of achievements.